Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Cocktails and Intellect podcast. And sorry if my voice sounds all fucked up, but it's been a long weekend.
Full of cocktails.
Full of cocktails and yelling and having sex and more yelling and more cocktails. And okay.
Oh, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Weekend's not finished.
That's how my marriage is going to be.
Oh, wow.
As
Nice.
it should.
Nice, but I am your boy, YoungC.a.u.s.e, man that they let her hate, but they shake his hand anyway. And I have my beautiful host here on the right side of me. Word. The Ziggalicious is in the building, and we do have a special guest. Ziggy, go ahead and introduce your guest now.
This is a very dear friend of mine. I've been, how long have we been on each other?
I think I met you when I was 16.
And I was, what, about 15?
Yeah.
See, y'all playing around with this age stuff again? Remember,
I was
Ziggy's
really
33.
So it's been about, what, 15, 16 years?
Oh, I guess we're the same age.
And how old is that?
I'm
How old-
33.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
Hell
Okay.
nah.
Yeah. Best friend.
Oh, my God. Lord have
So
mercy.
anyway, we've been knowing each other for a very long time. So she, and she recently started a wine and travel blog.
Cocktail blog. My name is Christina Faye. I have a blog on YouTube called Sips with Faye, where I just travel around the world and around the U.S. and just suggest great places to go to find good cocktails and drinks at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And when do you start that?
I started it January 11th.
January 11th.
Recently.
So
She's
I
been
have-
traveling and drinking for years.
Oh, okay, all right.
I've done that for years.
I'm like, wait a minute. What?
But everybody always would ask for suggestions of where I go to go get drinks at. And I was like, why not just post it for the world to see?
Right.
I
for
don't
sure.
know a bitch that get up and go as quick as her.
Oh, okay. It is.
Everybody know I'm quick to catch a phone.
I really don't.
Okay. That's what it is. But first and foremost, I do want to once again let y'all know that we are shooting at the infamous Liquor Library and Wine Market here on 131 North Orange Avenue, Suite 102, Orlando, Florida. Right here between Jefferson and Washington. Definitely come out here and get your wines and your spirits for sure. Yeah, man. But yeah. So before we do anything, of course, we also gotta pop this open here.
Liqueur.
Yeah,
Now we're
we got
drinking
MONNET.
with the same thing we had
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah,
But
MONNET.
I liked it.
Yeah, it's
very
pretty
much.
smooth.
So we're having it again.
Yep.
That's how much we liked it.
That's
Let's go.
exactly what we finna do right here.
No ice because it gets in the way.
For real. No chaser. For real.
Period.
No
Periods.
chasers.
And speaking of No Chaser, on this episode of No Chaser, we are
Yes.
definitely going to be discussing a subject that
It's very.
Is
It's like
It's touchy.
taboo kind of in our
You know what?
community.
I think so too. And I don't understand why it's not discussed more. You know.
I agree.
Thank you.
Discussed and
Taken seriously.
kind of confronted.
Yeah, 'cause when
People don't even confront those issues.
when people talk about it, and some
Yeah, I
people
see.
don't know how to deal with it when somebody is talking about it. It's like,
Yep.
how do you care for somebody in those? Because it is a touchy situation, and everybody's
You got to come closer. To
Yeah.
it.
and so
You
everybody else
you
is,
know when you sucking a dick,
Lord have mercy.
you be that far away.
This is not the same.
So wait a minute.
This is not the same.
Hold up.
She
hold up.
rocking the mic,
But she's now you making me feel like I'm too close to my motherfucking mic.
and it's big too.
Oh wow, Sway. Y'all see this bullshit? I
just
guess I
playing.
set myself up for the okie doke on
I'm
that
just
one.
kidding.
But
Back to the subject at hand.
Right.
Oh, that's it.
But the subject at hand is mental health. And I mean I want to say specifically in the black
In the
community.
Yeah.
in the black community because it's very taboo.
I mean, and it's so taboo. It's like I really don't have much insight on it. Like, but it's
Really?
there. You know what I mean? Like,
And it's serious.
what is it? What is it that I mean, what is it that we go through? Like, why do we need to discuss mental health issues?
What do you mean why?
Yeah, tell us why. Tell me why.
First of all, there's so many traumatic events that happen in black kids' lives by the time that they're 20 that have already set them back mentally and emotionally, like parents splitting up, divorce,
Right.
Heartbroken, maybe death in the family. Some like kids even watch people die, and like they just have to move on, or they're abused sexually or physically,
mentally.
There's so much that goes into the mental health of a human being. A lot of us get attacked. Minorities, period, are like abused, I would say, mentally. A majority of our
By their own family members?
I mean, just by society,
people,
by peers.
Okay.
And
And not just physically when I say abuse. I mean like verbal abuse.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Bullying, all types of stuff.
Okay.
But I remember you even said like you had a hard time when you were growing up because people would talk about your shoes and all of that.
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
I was bullied technically, but I mean,
think it affected you?
I think it affected me. How should I put it? It made me a better. When I look back, I am who I am because of it.
Right.
So I kind of feel like I was able to handle it. You know, I didn't have someone to sit down and talk with and be like, oh, well, you know, talk to me about your issues.
Right.
You know, what's going on.
We just have to get over it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a privilege to be able to be like depressed and have mental health issues. It's a privilege.
Well, salute to depression.
I've had my fair share.
Bouts of depression. What? So tell us your experience.
Mine stemmed off, of course, from childhood. I had two situations, of course, with love life because of my situations with my father figures, and then, of course, children.
Okay.
Like, when I was younger, I grew up in a predominantly Caucasian neighborhood. So, of course, I went to a school. I talked proper. I was smart, nerd. But then when when I have a little older, I turned into a teenager, we moved to more of
urban neighborhood.
Yes. And I went to that school. I got picked on. Immediately, I was.
Because that's where all the issues are.
Yes. Like, I was picked on about, I talk too proper. Why do I wear heels to school? I think I'm better than everybody. And that affected me a lot. And I was trying so hard. I don't know the term of buy friendships and trying to fit in and please everybody. And that affected me in my adulthood because I carried that into my adulthood, trying to buy friendships and do whatever I could to keep friendships.
Buy friendships?
It's like, not like buy, but it's just like you do everything for them to prove that you're their friend. Because I got picked on for thinking I was too good.
I see.
And it depressed me because when I would have like birthday parties and things like that, people wouldn't show up.
Ooh.
And that used to hurt me.
Ooh. Okay.
And yeah, that was one of the biggest issues I had going into the adulthood. And then, of course, the other depression part was love. Because I didn't have that many male figures in my life. And me and my biological father have recently
reconnected.
We reconnected way better than we were.
Okay.
We started reconnecting when I was in my 20s. But he wasn't there, and then my stepfather didn't come in until my high school years. So pretty much most of my years, I didn't have that daughter-father relationship. So I was always seeking that.
It's really necessary too.
Seeking it in a man. Okay.
Yes, and it affected my dating life. So there was a point in my life where I did try to overdose on pills, and like it affected me. I tried to attempt suicide.
Oh man!
And my mom was like, "I need you," and that's the only reason I'm still here today.
Nice.
So,
that's a good look.
It's serious.
Yeah, that sounds serious.
And I'm in my 30s just now telling people. She just found out.
Yeah.
So,
and I've been knowing her since I was 16.
That's crazy. That's wild. And so, I mean, okay, I don't want to say how did you cope with it. I mean,
anyway, I still deal with
after
it.
That.
Yeah.
I still deal with it, but I mean, it's a gift and a curse of how I deal with it now. Sometimes kind of shut off. Some of my friends will tell me I'm not inviting, I guess. Like, I'm kind of cold when I meet people.
I definitely go into hermit mode.
I go into hermit mode, and I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm nervous about meeting new people because I always feel like, why would I let them in? Because I don't know them and they might hurt me. And so to save from being hurt, I don't want to get close to you at all. And that's just, it's a gift and a curse. Like, so it's harder to become closer to my life, which could be a good thing, but at the same time, I'm not as open to making new friends and relationships. Like, even my dating life, I barely date.
Speaking of that, do you find did you ever find yourself, or do you still find yourself resenting men because of the relationship you had with your dad?
I don't feel like you resent.
I don't resent them, but my guard is up also because I've been treated terribly.
She doesn't have a lot of hope. I don't have
hope.
You've been treated terribly by men.
Just the using thing, of course, like when it comes to sex, like it's also me too. I'm not gonna blame it all on men. I didn't have confidence in myself, and a lot of men can pick up on that. Like, oh, she's easily to get to, and I could just use her. And
So
plus,
they
giving
see
thing
that
again,
and they take
like,
advantage.
Yes, because I'll take care of them.
You
Just
know,
like I'll
you're
take
a
care of my
man.
friends.
You know what niggas out here doing.
Look, black men don't cheat. Anyway,
God, not
listen,
that
We
one.
didn't say cheat. We said fucking
That's
bitches
all I
over.
look.
But
I
they
said,
do.
I said what I said.
Men cheat.
Fucking bitches over. Really?
Human beings cheat.
Listen, I think
That's why I
everybody.
said not black men, all men cheat.
I think at the end of the day, everybody's in some form and fashion takes advantage of their significant other.
What else are they
Everybody's
there
done
for? I'm just playing.
Oh shit! This nigga said, what else are they
Depends
there
on what
for?
kind of advantage that you're
God
talking
damn.
about.
But these people aren't even significant others.
Not at all.
And that's why the dating, in the African American community is so like strained.
Yeah.
Everybody's walking around with all these scars,
And we're not
and
allowed to show
they're
them.
just giving them to other people
Yep.
instead of
Talking
treating it
about
right.
it.
Because the men who've probably done you wrong really do want love.
And
They just
probably
don't know how to
don't
get it
right.
or give it.
That's why dating is a little different for me now. I'm more patient, more of understanding, and what
Okay.
they show me and what they tell me,
Uh-huh.
I take it seriously. But
Yeah.
A long time ago, I didn't. I'm like, oh, but I know he wants me, so let me try to make it work instead of just reading those signs and them telling me like I'm not ready for this, and actually taking it seriously. Because a person that says that is clearly not ready for anything, or they might not just be ready for you, and that's okay. But you have to accept those now.
Like, and it's so crazy that we're discussing the relationship aspect of this mental health thing, and that plays a big part in it.
It does.
If you, that's like a whole nother subject in its own. That's just one facet of some
health.
form of a mental health issue.
Because majority of people want to feel that. They want to be loved. They want to feel that from everybody.
Majority, all
Oh,
human
yeah.
beings.
Yeah, they want that.
That's what we
Want
strive
love.
for. Yeah, we definitely seek that.
But when you are conditioned from a child that you cannot, or because someone hurts you, so you
Right.
cut people off, and
Then if you cry
You're-
about it, you're weak. Like,
Right.
oh, you're too emotional. Like, oh,
we're trained
whoa.
that love is painful,
Right.
so we don't want to give it,
So when we do get it, we don't
and we're afraid
understand
to
it.
receive it.
Exactly.
Oh, that's what. Okay. I mean, you've obviously been through a few things
Absolutely.
that have fucked with your mental health.
I'm a really strong-minded person, but yeah, so things have definitely gotten to me also. But I'm the type of I'll let something get me down for like maybe 5 or 7 days. After that, okay, you got to get up and you got to get out and you got to get something. That's in the past. We headed this way.
Right.
So and this is weird, and maybe other people should do this. Everybody knows how much I love 50 Cent.
Oh,
So-
here we go.
Oh, Jesus.
Whenever I have a bad breakup, I'll just be like, you know what, because I'm supposed to be a 50 Cent. And then I'll start to, and it'll all make sense. And I'll be like, you know what, duh.
It was meant to not happen.
Man, you see
And
that?
I have to save myself.
Ziggy know what time it is with these cancer men. You know what I mean?
Oh, he a cancer?
Yeah, he's a cancer. Oh, wow. Damn.
But listen,
Oh, you must be one.
he's a Cancer. That's why he said that. You think he just know what sign niggas are? No.
I thought he knew because you probably told him.
Oh, I might. It's a possibility. But the thing is, people hate Cancer men because they're way too emotional.
Yes,
They are.
That is the type of man that's going to emotionally fulfill you
Right.
because he is emotional.
It is an oxymoron, though, because then it could also backfire. This nigga's too emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Women want a man that can be emotional with them, about them, for them, but then
And only them.
only them, right? See, they don't want you to be emotional about your shit. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause then
Right.
at that point, you a bitch ass nigga. What
Yeah.
the fuck? What you crying for, nigga?
Not a grown woman.
Not because I'm about to say that doesn't bother me.
A grown woman is going to understand
That
it is
doesn't
her
bother me.
duty to ease whatever discomfort you have.
Because your woman should be that person you can lean on to do that. Like, because when you go out in the world, you have to be a strong black man.
Don't
so
be
when
a
you come
crybaby,
home,
but-
right? Don't cry over everything. Like, oh my God, you drank all the milk. Like, oh, like don't
Every
do that.
day I come home in the milk.
But I want you to be able to come home and lean on me and talk to me, because that's what your
You
significant
safe
other
here.
is
This
supposed to
home.
be.
Yeah.
Right. You know, I think that actually could help out with a lot of the mental health issues that men are going. People don't realize that a man holds a lot of burdens on his fucking
Yeah,
shoulders.
That's true.
You know what I mean? To be able to have someone to
outlet.
talk to, right? You know what I mean? I think that would help out a lot. But a lot of men don't have that. A lot of men
They
don't
don't
have
have it, or they're afraid to.
I think they don't have
be
it.
vulnerable.
I think that because first of all, you got to be in a relationship with someone to have that, right?
part.
Unless you have a best friend that's a female. Usually, you know what I mean, in a situation
still
like
don't
that,
go there with
yeah, you
her.
still don't really, right. You don't go there
Really?
fully.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
if you do, y'all might as well be together. That's how I see
Right.
it. You know what I'm saying? But
supposed to marry
I
your
don't
best
think
friend.
unless they're in a relationship. I mean, because men, especially, they don't go to their mothers, do they?
I thought they
Some
did.
do.
Some-
It also
okay.
depends on the
Okay.
relationship with that mother.
Right.
Because there's some mothers
Some
that are
men
tough
don't
and
the
want to
reason.
seem.
Right.
Some men don't want to seem weak to their mama. They want to be a man. You know what I mean?
Some-
So some of them don't go to their mothers for advice or a shoulder to lean on.
Well, because she's denied him his whole life.
Yep.
That emotional support.
And
Because
you know-
she wanted him to be a man. She was trying to train him for the world, but it emotionally it scarred
There's
him.
emotionally detachment.
Wow, that's interesting. I mean, I go to my mother for almost everything. You know what I mean? She is.
So are you like a mama's boy?
Well, you could. Some people may say that. It's just that. All right. So growing up, my father was always working.
Okay.
Like I call him Superman because when you talk about providing 7 kids, providing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He made sure he held it down. And Mom Dukes was home in school to become a nurse. You know what I mean? And she took care of the kids. You know what I mean? So she was the one there. Like I never really talked to my dad about advice or anything like that. You know what I mean? I got my hustle from him because I saw how he moved. You know what I mean? I got that whole music bug in me because of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, those are the things that I took away from him. But
Okay.
my mom, though, is the one that was there all the time. So we call her the Oracle. Even people in our old neighborhood, like, you know, the Oracle from the Matrix, like people would come to her. They would come to my house seeking out my mother, you know what I mean, for advice or even just to just talk. You know what I mean? So she definitely was and is still that person.
Yeah.
I find myself slowing down a little bit more because, you know, I guess I'm a man now. You know, it's just like I can handle it. You know what I mean? I can handle it. But if it's something detrimental,
Well, you have to.
yeah,
because
I have no choice to.
when
Right.
you have your own wife and family, you have
You
to
can't
be
just
the
run
leader.
home.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And that was another thing that caused some issues in my my ex marriage.
Okay.
It's because of the fact that I lived right around the corner from my mother. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You might be a little too attached.
You know what I mean?
dated a dude who
the
was
way
too
the way our family was brought up, Mom Duke's house was always a safe place. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't a matter of, you know, running to her for every little thing that happened. It was more or less like, what's the word? When something becomes second nature. You know what I mean? I would go over there. I would always just stop by my mom's crib, even if me and my ex-wife weren't arguing. She was just there around the
We
corner.
didn't do that. My daddy used to do that too all the time.
But you want to know what? Your ass, so you'll appreciate that shit when your mama gone. You know what I mean? You'll appreciate that shit. Like, I'm glad I went over there that much.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm glad I had the opportunity to see her
Right.
Yeah.
as many times that I possibly. She's not gonna be here forever.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
So
you are going
That's
to wish
true.
that you did everything.
that's
you
right.
could.
And you know, and my ex-wife I didn't have that type of family dynamic.
she didn't
you know what I'm saying?
understand it.
Yeah, she never understood it. So that would cause arguments. And then I, you know,
Well,
at
did you
that
take
point,
her with you?
Oh yeah, I mean, sometimes she was just like, no, I have my own house. I want to be in my own home.
Oh, well, she's a woman.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is what it is.
I could understand that. 'Cause
Yeah, I
I have
understand
friends that aren't that close to their mothers, and me, I don't start my day without talking to my mother
That's how I was.
because
too.
I do know that unfortunately that's reality and it can happen, and it'll be a day.
Ziggy
that
knows
I'll
all
wake
too
up-
well.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I know because the last time I seen her mom, that was the first time her mom and my mom met.
Right.
After all these
After
years,
all
that
those
was the
years,
first time
Wow.
they met.
And they hit it off.
They hit it off.
We went to
Nice.
see some more when she was at
in
the Improv.
Orlando. Yes,
Yep.
it was so nice.
That
I
was
still have that picture.
Yeah, you sent it to
And
me.
I cry every time because her mom was like a second mom to me. She was
the oracle.
She would text me even if I'm not talking to Zanita.
It
And
don't
she's
matter.
like, "How you doing? What are you up to?"
That was her.
And like when I went to visit them in St. Louis, like she always was an open door
Mm-hmm.
for me, and I felt like, oh, it's another mom.
Yeah, they call her Mama Jean. That was what everybody called her.
Okay.
She
That's
was
what it is.
like that. So, and I used to talk to her every morning.
Yep.
And like if y'all ever get into it with y'all mama, like about any small thing, just immediately apologize.
That's what I
and-
do now.
And kill it because it's not.
It's not worth
Worth
it.
it.
Yeah.
Don't go a day without talking to your mother,
Well, cause is not. I don't
or even
think
your
so.
father, because I mean, losing a parent is hard anyway.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
Mothers
lost
are optional.
I've lost my stepfather, and that was the closest male figure I had, and I watched him.
Pass away.
Yeah, so it was very hard the last conversation
I don't
because
mean
I
fathers are
knew
optional.
it would
I
happen.
can't say that.
But he's also the reason why I'm so close to my real father today, because he said you need to fix that,
Oh.
because he had a strained relationship with his daughter.
Ah. Okay.
So he was
Okay.
like, "Don't be mad at him the rest of your life."
Okay.
He was like, "Put that in the past.
Mm-hmm.
You're
That's
grown
awesome.
now and try to look towards the future."
No, that's right. Yeah, check.
So
Well, I mean, on that note, I'm gonna take a break, and I kind of want to touch on more on the younger kids with this
Okay.
mental health thing.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
That's
Oh,
I
yeah.
think
Serious.
I
That's
think
where
that-
it
I
starts.
think
Right.
we can touch on that too.
what's happening from what I'm seeing, and it was funny because as I'm an older man now, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking at these young kids like how the older people used to look at us. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah, like what are they doing? They thought we were crazy. Now we think
Yeah.
they're crazy.
It's crazy that we go to them like, "Man, these kids are crazy," and they looking at us like, "You were crazy."
Is you crazy?
Crazy shit, crazy.
I
But
was
yeah,
crazy.
man, we'll be right back though. We're gonna pay some bills, man. Hollers. Hey, what's going down? It's your boy Young Cause, a man that they love to hate, but the shake is in anyway. Listen, I need y'all to get yourselves directly to the Liquor Library and Wine Market, the official sponsors of the Cocktails and Intellect podcast. Listen, located at 131 North Orange Avenue between Washington and Jefferson, Suite 102. Check it out now. Come get your liquor, your wines, and your spirits. You heard?
I get it. Trying to be foing.com.
Trying to be fine.com.
My mom said I ain't gonna know how to act.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to hear.
Yeah, I got a friend of mine that just recently had some surgery done, and she was
look
already
good?
she was already wild any goddamn way, but
It's over.
it's on 5,000. She said.
Okay.
Well, specifically, my mother said that I would be a B.
A bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
I
say
didn't
you
know- I
can
didn't-
say
ready for some
you can
more.
say
I didn't know.
you can say
I didn't
bitch
know.
on this show.
Okay. Yeah, she really said on the phone. She was like, "Oh my God, you're gonna be such a bitch," and I'm like, "What?" And I've never
I
heard
don't
my
see you as a bitch
Right.
type of
I
person.
said I might be a little cocky,
Confident.
you know? Just a little. I deserve it.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all, we back.
I'm gonna be mean.
We back like cook crack. I said it. Anyway, yeah, man. So, before we went to break, the discussion that I want to talk about. What the hell? Oh, I want to talk about the mental health issues with these damn kids nowadays, man.
And specifically, like what
Well,
type
I
of
mean, just what's causing the
wave?
the wave, if you would, or the outburst of they're just violent. They're violent.
They are.
They are.
These kids nowadays are violent. They don't give a fuck.
Oh, you mean yeah?
You know what I'm saying?
My nephew is a.
They don't give a fuck.
Child.
Is it the music? What is it? I mean, do they not have the father figures around, or
It's
the
everything.
way the mothers are? Because the mothers are,
They mama young.
yeah, you know what I mean. They're still in. They're
still young.
Yeah, they're young. Like
So they all the dumb shit. The mamas are promoting it. Like yeah, you need Balenciagas and yeah, you
Yeah.
need to
Right.
be
get on
out
that
there doing
TikTok.
this.
Yo,
and
did
yeah,
y'all
you
see?
need to do this.
Did y'all see? There was a video about a cop body slamming a young black female in school, to where she fell on. He basically body slammed her on her head, and she just passed out. And you saw her. You know when you get knocked out, you see her arms and shit just like that. She was and he's just cuffing her up and everything like that. Now
As she was knocked out.
yeah.
Oh,
Now
wow.
come to find out, he body slammed her because she punched him. Now, hold on. First and foremost, what possessed that little girl to even do such a thing, right?
She don't know about Black
What
Lives
is she
Matter?
going? What was she going through in her mind to feel like she had to do something like that? You know what I mean?
Right.
Or she could.
Or she could without any repercussions. I mean,
Because that's go way past the whole Black Lives Matters type of situation. She
Right.
definitely tried to harm him.
Right.
She swung on
I
him.
mean, but see, the argument is she's a little girl, and when people saw the punch, she was like, that little ass tap.
But how old?
If you in high school,
high
you
school.
15, 16 years old.
He definitely didn't have to do her like that.
Right. If it was, but they say if it was a white person, he probably would have just tased him.
He probably wouldn't even did that. He probably
would have just wrestled with her.
And it's
probably
a
would have just
girl,
wrestled
though.
him.
It's a girl.
But it was a black girl.
Exactly.
We've
That's
had
the
this
thing.
conversation about how black women are at the bottom of the barrel in this country.
Okay.
And that proves it.
All
From
right.
that age, now she's going to grow up feeling just like the rest of us
And
black
now
women
it's
feel.
going to be causing more what? More mental health issues.
Right.
Yep.
That's fucking crazy. The how would you call it? I don't want to use the word chain reaction, but the circle of the shit that's going on. It's like a repeated circle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She has these mental health issues which caused her to act out or do whatever she did. Then she did what she did, and now she's gonna have even more mental health issues after that.
You're going to be fucked
You know
up.
what I mean? Like it's a never ending cycle. Like where the fuck does it end?
So many prejudices, I guess, are gonna like. She's not gonna like police. She's not gonna like white people. She's not gonna like white men. She's probably gonna be scared of men. Like there's
You
so
can't
many
trust-
things that are gonna stem from that
And
one
and she
incident.
can't trust the people that we're supposed to call
Protect her.
on when we're in trouble
Yeah. Oh yeah. We've been able to trust the police for years.
at all.
Yeah, why is your mic going in and out? Are you
Mine
doing,
is
are you
going in
doing,
and
are you
out.
doing the same thing too? Are you moving away?
No, I've been doing this for a long time.
Let me check my levels on this motherfucker
Is
real
my
quick.
thing plugged in? There's somebody hating on me.
Oh Lord, somebody's hating on you.
And that's crazy because my stepfather was a chief of criminal investigation.
Oh wow.
So I've seen he was military, he was Marine, and I never seen that side of him. But it's like at the same time, it was always in the back of my head, like when he goes on duty, it's like what's actually going on.
Your stepfather was black.
Mm-hmm.
When he went on duty,
It could be scary to be a black officer too.
Oh, yeah,
you have the crew that you don't want to lose your job, and you gotta make yourself look good. So it gets a little. That job is a little. Tricky.
It just did it again. Yeah, no, it's
Well,
just going in and out.
yeah, there's a phantom power on it, right? So
What does that
what that does is like when you're not talking, it'll silence out as to not pick up any background noise. It'll only come back on once you start talking.
Got it.
You know what I mean? So
Is that what's going on?
just speak a little louder if you
Okay.
would. Yeah, there we go. Nice.
Now you just gotta keep it up.
Oh my God. But
So
yeah, so I mean that was just one scenario, and then I see
kids are
these
crazy,
right.
yes.
I see these kids, right? So I'm outside of my crib.
we got to start body slamming them at home.
Oh my
No,
God.
that's gonna make it worse.
Ziggy does. That's,
Okay.
I don't think that was the answer.
No, that wasn't.
Oh, I think I turned out fine. My mom used to body slam me.
Oh my God. But no, G shit though. I'm sitting in front of my crib, right? And these kids,
Yeah.
they come home from school, and I'm hearing, and it's so weird because I'm sure we were like this too.
Right.
But I don't know why it sounds different though. They're out there, you can hear them cursing and shit, you know what I mean? Talking amongst their friends or what have you. It just seems so different though. It does, for some
It is
reason, it
different.
does not seem like how we used to talk.
It's
and curse
new
and-
age shit.
Yeah, some new age shit. Like,
We was still a little like they taking it there.
Yeah.
Like we are
And
still
one-
we'll fight.
one thing-
They killing.
Yeah.
One thing I've noticed too is that when we were growing up, we were also able to go outside. Like the world has gotten so dangerous for children to go outside with the abducting and the shootings and stuff. I remember I was outside almost every day after I did my
yeah,
homework.
yeah, me too.
My nephew barely goes outside.
That's not because it's dangerous. That's because these new kids just like to stay on their
That's true.
tablets and stuff.
that's another thing, the internet. And then on top of that, it's not even just the parenting. Like they're learning stuff off the internet. And I even noticed
yeah.
with my nephew, I will put his YouTube on kid friendly, and the kids are still doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing on the YouTube kid channel.
Yep.
Like I walked in on him watching a YouTube channel with two kids going on a date. Like, why are you 8 years old watching kids your age
Yo,
going on a date?
That's so funny you said that.
weird.
Because I was about to say, I think the number 2 reason for a lot of mental health issues is because of social media.
Yes. They
Oh,
have
yeah.
too much access to it.
not just too much access, but
what is on there too.
The shit that they're following on social
putting
media.
them
You know,
it's making them feel like they're nothing.
it's making them feel inferior.
Yes.
And that's all the way down
Extremely.
to the celebrity kids, because you see Kourtney Kardashian had to delete her son's TikTok 5 times because he'd go on there and tell all his family business.
Oh shit!
Like, why is your child on there telling all the family business? Like, get this kid off
He's
here.
tired of
Like,
them. Shit. I'm tired of y'all.
Oh wow!
And then my nephew is on TikTok too, and we found a video of my nephew holding up the middle finger, and we're like, "Whoa, wait a minute!"
But, right, see, but it's
But where
learned
did he get
off
it from?
of. Well, that's another thing too. I mean, as parents, we're not in the school. You know what I mean, so
Exactly.
let's just say your kid is not
Yes.
one of those kids that pick up stuff on the internet or he's even on the internet. The other kids around him
Yes.
definitely are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're gonna teach teach one.
Exactly.
You can
That's why I tell
only-
parents,
yep.
like, there's some parents that'll beat themselves up. Like, I know I'm doing everything right, but you got to remember, it's
There's
a
no
whole,
everything right.
It's a whole community that's raising your child,
Right.
and people don't know that. It's
Outside
not
of you.
just at home. Like when
So
they go
you
to,
got to do the best you can while you
Exactly.
have them in a certain age range in your
because
house.
there's no rule book to parenting, and I'm not even a parent, but my nephew has made me one, so
Right.
I've
right.
gotten experience.
Yeah, I ain't got no kids neither.
Yeah, me
You know what I
neither.
mean?
But I do know that it's not easy,
Right.
and there's no rule
It's
book
not
to
easy.
it.
Man, look, I don't know. I want, again, it's social media to me because, I mean, you have these kids on social media following these celebrities or seeing these other kids on there with this trap boy holding up money
Oh my gosh,
all down their
yes.
arm and shit. And then they wonder, well, why can't I have that? Why can't I have that? Now it's fucking with their mental, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
now he's going to do, well, how can I get that? Oh, what does this guy do? You know what I'm saying? He over there smoking weed. Like, do I got to sell drugs? Okay, let me go sell some drugs. I mean, it's really a chain reaction like that.
Because
You know what I'm
in
saying?
the culture,
Yeah.
those things are promoted.
Right.
Yeah.
It's been promoted
Yeah.
from day one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I don't promote that for real. Like my kids would think that's weird.
Would think what's weird.
Like the money to the ear and all of this. Like
Well, your kids are different.
Yeah.
Your kids are different.
And
You know what I'm saying? You know, your daughter's
my nephew
a
does
genius.
that because he sees that on TV, but I don't do that.
yeah, but it's because of
That's what they're saying.
even I was a young mother, but I knew at a young age
Yeah.
what I did not want her to be,
Mm-hmm.
and my son too. Like, and everything matters, people. How you dress them, what you
Yes.
say to them, the music you let them hear. We used to listen to Kids Bop in the car,
Mm-hmm.
and my son, like I don't let him wear like big clothes.
Right.
And it was to the point to where one of my cousins was like, man, you got them little bitty shorts on him? I was like, because I'm trying to raise a man. I'm not trying to raise a thug.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, I don't.
So you think that
Every
wearing
way.
big clothes is thuggish
Absolutely.
back then?
Absolutely.
Especially back then. The big
Period.
T-shirts and
Anything
the baggy pants.
you are going to wear fitted attire that fits your body
Okay.
the way it's supposed to fit. Your pants are going to be pulled
like
up.
the right size. Not like,
Yeah.
we're not talking about the skinny jean look where
Yeah,
the guys
no.
are wearing the pants too small. We're just talking about the correct size.
Oh, okay. I
pretty
see what
much.
you're saying.
But
Okay.
no,
Right,
well,
like-
this cousin, his son, he would have like super huge clothes on his son and it'd be falling off his butt.
See, see, that's what my nephew's picking up now. But when he was staying with me, we didn't have that problem, and that was crazy because that crazy that you said that, because I would let him wear whatever color he wanted, and if he wanted to put his regular jeans on, I was okay with that. Like he wanted to wear a pink shirt, and a guy was like, "Oh my God, that's
Gay?
kind of gay," and I'm just like,
Man,
how
Pink
is
is nice.
I was like, how does
I'ma
that
teach
make
my
him
son
gay?
To rock the shit out some
That's
pink.
what I'm saying. I was
Yeah.
like, why does it matter
What?
what color he wears? And that's
What?
another thing. When did color become a stereotype for the gender?
And if anything, the rainbow is gay. They done took the rainbow from us.
And see me, I don't like pink,
Pink
and
ain't
I'm a,
even in the
and I'm a
rainbow.
female, and I
Right.
hate pink. I'm a female. I like orange.
That's your favorite color?
Orange
Yeah.
is my favorite color.
That's
And
wow.
green, like always have been.
Yeah, I
That's
just-
the first
I-
time I've heard a woman say my favorite color is orange.
And not just any orange. When it comes to green and orange, I like neons. Like I like bright colors. I like bright
okay,
colors because
okay,
colors
okay.
make you happy.
Neons and pastels and shit like that.
Yeah, like, and so when he wanted to wear his pink shirt, I was okay with that. Like, I was like, okay, you look
I feel
good.
so plain.
Me too.
My
That's
favorite.
a nice green you have on though.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot I had on green.
That's my mom's favorite color, money
nice.
green.
Okay.
She always wanted a car.
Yeah, my favorite color is black. Blacker than blacker
That's
than
my
blacker than black.
father's favorite color. But he's
Black and
like, my father's like pro.
Yeah.
Like, he's
Oh wait, you
Like
know
the
what?
power.
Off subject though. That new movie that's coming out with about
Denzel?
No. Yeah, that's gonna
I've
be
seen
fine.
that one.
But no. Damn. The movie about
Ooh,
the fuck Fred Hampton.
what?
I haven't seen anything about
You ain't
anything.
see the trailer
No.
about that there, cuz? Hold up.
No.
Wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute.
What? Yes. I can't wait to start going to the movies again.
Oh, I'm in
Man,
Atlanta. We go
I-
into the movies.
I
Yeah,
enjoy.
well,
I'm
we
enjoy
open.
that
They might
shit.
be open here. I
Right
just
now.
And
don't
then
know.
I
My
saw
bad,
the one with Malcolm X and all of them. I went to the Amazon premiere. It was a drive-in movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
How was that?
it was nice. Well, I always go to that drive-in.
Ah.
I like it.
Oh, a drive-in.
It's
You can be in your
called
car.
I thought you like they made it.
It's called Judas and the Black Messiah. Have you guys seen the trailer for this?
Is it with what's his name?
What's his name?
Who's the actor?
Look. Hold
What's
on,
the name in that?
Hold on. Let me see.
What the fuck?
Hold on.
My
hold on,
boy, the
hold
one
on.
who just passed away.
No.
in it? No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, Chadwick.
Yeah, both.
Okay.
I was so emotional about that.
Hold up.
Deputy Chairman Fred Hampton of the Illinois Black Panther Party. Repeat after me. I am a revolutionary. I am a revolutionary. I am a revolutionary. I am a revolutionary. I am a revolutionary.
This shit gonna be good. You see
You're
the
looking at-
director there?
Yeah, the Black Panther.
18 months for the stolen car. 5 years for impersonating a federal officer. Or you can go home.
The Black Panthers are forming a rainbow coalition of oppressed brothers and sisters of every color.
Their aim is to sow hatred and inspire terror.
I will learn all that I can.
These ain't no terrorists.
You can murder a liberator, but you can't murder liberation. You can murder a revolutionary, but you can't murder revolution. And you can murder a freedom fighter, but you can't murder freedom.
I got chills already.
I'm a die for the people 'cause I live for the people. I live for the people 'cause I love the people.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
That's gonna be good.
That's gonna
Judas and
be
the
good.
Black Messiah.
Lakeith,
Yeah.
he's a
Lakeith,
really
yeah.
That's gonna be
spiritual
a good movie.
person.
Let me tell you.
'Cause
I'm sorry.
I'm-
I had to
That's
show
awesome.
y'all that.
That's the movies
Oh,
I
yeah.
want. That's the movies I want to see
Yeah,
because
yeah.
sometimes I get kind of bogged down with the slave
okay.
movies.
Right.
Because it's like we know
You know, I still haven't even watched 12 Years a Slave because
that was a good one though. That was an interesting take
see,
on that.
I didn't even finish
It
watching
was a real
Harriet
true
Tubman.
story.
yeah,
Because
that's why it
it's
was
something about
interesting.
these slave movies, even though they're letting us, at first we're like, oh yeah, they're coming out
make
with
you go
Harriet
to
Tubman.
sleep.
Right, but it's not even
It's a
making you go to
lot of
sleep. But
them
it is.
now, though.
I still feel like that's another a way of keeping us
Oppression.
oppressed.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's another form of programming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I don't like. I like watching movies like this though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That
that's why I said
revolutionary
that's-
type
I like
shit.
that.
The Malcolm X.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like
the Black
movies. The Black
Panthers,
Panthers. You know what I'm saying?
We need to have more
Things
movies
that
like
uplift us. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
yeah, like where are the Wolf of Wall Streets without black people?
Right.
You know what
I
I'm
mean?
saying? Like
and I'm surprised they haven't come out with a movie, a solid movie for the Black Wall Street. As of
Right.
yet. They have
Yeah.
not come out with a solid movie about the Black Wall Street.
Right.
that is true.
And the people of the Black Wall Street. You know what I mean?
True.
Word. What the hell is my phone vibrating? Is
Like,
that-
I was like, is that mine? Oh, that might be mine. Hold on. Whoa, I got a lot of messages.
Oh
Okay,
shit!
so we
wait.
got way off mental health.
Right.
No, well, and that's only
We always
because
do.
when
I
she was
love it.
talking about
The Black
her
Power.
the Black Power, her step, what was it, stepdad that was kind of into that, like whole like power to the people kind of thing.
Yeah, her stepdad.
Let me see here.
Oh yeah, he's all the way.
Oh, okay, boom. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, so I mean, what's the solution? What's the solution to this?
Getting it out.
Yeah.
But when you say getting it out, what do you mean?
Therapist.
Do we need to have a mental health? What's the word? Not not a party, but a mental health, I don't know, gathering in the community somewhere where, you know, someone will actually sit down with these kids.
We need to
and
start
talk with
promoting
them?
it.
That's true, but
We can go in the schools, send therapists in the schools so that they're there and the kids can come and speak to them freely. Taraji P. Henson has just started an online mental health because she battled depression and bipolar issues
saw that.
and stuff too. So she started an online place where it's affordable and you can go on, you can FaceTime them, you can text with them, whatever. But it really does help. Even that's why we go to our best friends and go to our parents to just talk about shit. Because sometimes when you feel in a certain way, you just got to get it out, and then it don't feel as bad.
Yeah.
Yo, I wonder if we could get government grants to make that happen.
If there was a non-for-profit, yeah, I'm pretty sure we could.
And get that grant and hire these therapists and send them into the community, into the schools. You know what I mean? I'm sure. You know what the funny thing is? I'm not even making a guess that that's possible. I know it's possible.
Yeah.
People are just not utilizing these government grants to do so because the mental health issues amongst our kids are not as important to them at all.
Because they just trying to survive.
And a lot of the younger parents are just kind of like,
and some of those damn parents need that same shit.
Absolutely.
That's the thing that I do.
Some old bitches need that.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I do with. I try my best to be an outlet for my nephew. He's 8, and when I see him going through certain things, I don't get on to him all the time. I ask him, "What's the matter? What's wrong? Like, do you want to talk to me
Get him to
about
understand
something?" And I know things that my nephew is thinking that my entire family don't even know. And that's just the conversation that me and him have, and I will hold that because I know what he's going through. He feels okay to talk to me. And I still want to continue to be that crutch for him. So it's like, and that's what it starts at home.
Is he on the spectrum? Like, is he autistic at all?
He has the learning disability, so he learns a little slower,
like his mom.
But says who? Who said that?
The government.
The government. Them government. Them.
Because when I had him for a whole summer, he was fine because I've noticed something with him. He learned how I learned. I was a visual person. I'm an art. If anybody doesn't know, I went to high school for art, and I went to college for fashion. So I've always been a visual person. I like looking and seeing. Reading was always the hardest thing for me, and that's the same thing I see in him. And like I was telling some of my family, I'm like, why don't you try creative ways to teach him how to learn? Because I took him to a park to teach him, and his favorite thing is cars, and that's how I taught him his colors. I'll be like, what kind of car is that? He'll know what type of car it is.
What's going on, brother? What's going on? What you need? No, he's okay. All right, yeah. All right, bet, yeah. She got people's here in the background.
Yeah.
Nice. But yeah.
So
ATL is in the building.
No, New York.
Okay, everything.
NY City, baby. That's what it is. It ain't Brooklyn.
So yeah, with him, like even teaching I taught him his colors through cars because he loved cars. So we would sit outside, and I'm like, what kind of car is that? Because he can tell me every type of car. So this is what I started getting smart with. Like, what letter does it start with? What color is that car? And he would tell me because that kept his attention.
Right. Yeah, that's how you have to. Yeah.
So you just have to come with creative ways just to teach him because I was fine visually.
Yep. And that's true.
Because I hate. It's hard, and a lot of my friends hate it. I hate reading books.
Me too. I'm not a reader.
I cannot stay attached.
Right. I'd rather listen to a book. That's why I downloaded the.
But you show me Audible. But you show me a movie or a documentary.
Right. I'm a visual person.
For example, what's the Secret Lives? Not Secret Lives. What's the? It's Secret Garden something. It's a book. With
The Secret.
Yes, The Secret. Yes.
Yeah.
And they had a documentary.
I watched.
Much I read. See?
I watched the documentary as opposed to reading the book.
And the documentary is so much more appealing to me. Yeah. And then they had a movie about it. And I watched the movie, and the movie and the documentary was so much more appealing to me, and I understood it more because I had visuals and people talking to me.
No, I feel you.
Versus just reading and looking at a blank page of just letters.
Let me ask you a question.
I love to read.
Why? Yeah, we know. Why reading niggas since 1997 out this motherfucker? That's what you've been doing.
Yes. What, reading?
Reading niggas. You don't know what that term means? Oh, I read that motherfucker.
Well, yeah.
You've been reading niggas since 1997. I was trying to give you some props. But
Okay, I probably
it
have.
flew over your head. I thought
You
you had
have.
your pimp cape on.
Yeah.
You have.
I don't. That's
Trying to be
nice.
all modest. She a
Yeah.
whole pimp.
She has.
She a whole pimp. She been reading y'all niggas since. But anyways, no, real life question. Why is it amongst the black community? Why are the black community afraid of therapy? When they hear therapy, it's just like, oh my God.
Because it's like you a bitch ass nigga if you got
In
to
the
talk
white
to somebody.
community, them motherfuckers love you. I'm
they
going to see
love
my
it.
therapist today.
They love it.
4:30 sharp.
Yeah.
And I'm happy because I've had a lot more friends going to therapy, and they tell me about it. Especially one of my friends, she said she wish she would have went before marriage. She's in it now during marriage, but she said, I recommend it before marriage. And because a lot of things.
That's where I fucked up at.
We take things into the relationship.
Oh, yeah.
We take everything, the baggage and the emotional, and it might not show at the beginning, but it's going to come.
It'll come out. I agree.
Okay.
I think it's ego.
That's
A lot of people don't want to feel like they need somebody outside of them to,
right.
to be better or be happy, or like they don't need it. And then a lot of people try to be private about like their personal life, so they don't want to tell therapists, which is they're
Actually,
contracted to not even.
And
to,
actually, that's the perfect outlet because these people don't know
Don't
you.
know
And when
you.
they go home, they
don't know you.
They don't
Ladies
know
and
you.
gentlemen, I'm officially saying it right here on the Cocktails and Intellect podcast. Going to therapy or seeking therapy or counseling of some sort is not a taboo thing. Go out and seek
It's
that.
not.
I mean,
Right.
I honestly
It's
feel like if
wonderful.
you don't go out and seek therapy for your mental health issues or whatever's on your mind, I think that you pretty much are playing yourself
Selling
at this
yourself
point.
short.
You're selling yourself way short, and
Absolutely.
your future generations the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Because you're gonna pass it on.
You're
to
gonna
them.
pass that
Right.
same learned dynamic down to your kids, your nephews, your whoever. You know what I mean,
And
stop
then they
that
gonna keep
bullshit.
passing
Stop
it
that
down.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. Go.
If it ain't money, don't pass it down.
You know what another form of therapy is as well?
Yes.
Writing your thoughts down, getting it out is the main
Huge.
objective. Whether it be on paper, talking to somebody, or whatever. You know what I mean? If you into music, of course, musicians
Yeah.
they let it out through their music.
Yeah.
Whatever you got to do, do it.
I
You know what I mean,
agree.
for the sake of the future of our black community.
Right.
Like real talk.
Mine was art.
As a therapist?
I wouldn't talk about it, but you give me a paintbrush and a canvas,
You
I'll
put
let
it all
all
on
my
there?
feelings out on there.
What was your release?
As I love to write.
Okay.
Writing is a big one for me, and I actually have these pamphlets that I make, and I will give them to people for free. Like, email me, text me, hit me up, because I have them. I have how to know yourself, soul searching, to understand like who is the love of your life. Like I have all type of pamphlets that I put together, and they're questions that you ask yourself that you probably never ever asked yourself, so that you can get a clearer understanding about who it is that you are inside. And you
So-
fill these out by yourself. I've given them to people, and it was like, you had me in tears.
I need that.
So
You
wait,
ain't never
yours
told me that.
your
sorry.
yours is art. Yours is writing.
I probably have a lot.
a lot of ways to release that.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I just meditation is.
It used to be
huge
writing for me. You know, I used to rap, so I would,
Yeah.
anything I was feeling, I'll put that on paper and spit those bars. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Those are the best.
now it's just sex.
No, that's something.
No, that was no. Okay,
Yeah,
my
nah,
fault.
we-
My fault.
You got to dig a
Oh,
little
okay.
deeper there.
But anyways, on that note, no, real talk though. Thank y'all for tuning in and what have you, man. Like, subscribe, share. You know, tell the people where they can find you at.
I'm Sips with Faye on Instagram, Sips with Faye, YouTube, Sips with Faye, SIPSWITHFAYE. And my name is Christina Faye. You can find me on Instagram as well.
All right, bet. Yeah, you know what it is, man. Look, listen, this is the No Chaser. I think it was a great discussion. I mean, of course, these are things, we always have these discussions where we can literally talk for hours and hours and
Right.
peel off the layers, you know what I mean? So we're going to probably revisit this some more with a few other people as well, you know what I mean? I think it's very important
Yeah,
that we
there's
continue to
so
revisit
much
it
mental
until
illness.
We
we
need this in
make
our
some
community.
sort of
We need this in our
impact
community.
on the community, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to hit us up on Instagram, DM us or email us or what have you, if you have any thoughts or questions or even, you know,
More
ways.
mental illnesses that we didn't even
Right.
discuss.
That we-
And you can
yeah,
always
yeah.
DM me and ask me because I've been through
Some shit.
Yeah.
dark stuff.
We
and
all
everything.
have.
We all
Yeah.
have. So if you want to talk to anybody, it's always sometimes good to talk to a stranger.
It's not.
So
Everything seems like it's impossible to get through until you get through it.
that part.
So, always remember suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary feeling.
Yes.
You won't always feel that way. And might be a little bit too much for y'all right now, but anything that you feel is a choice.
Yep.
And just think about that one.
On that note, Cocktails and Intellect podcast. We out. We'll see y'all on the Sex Mix, y'all. 1.